Depending on the draw, we might have opted in not to trade the 3-3, but that was actually a very close call. So not this, not this. This might be too slow against Fey Shaman, that's the thing. So I think we just do a full mulligan and hope for any kind of pirate maybe. Yeah. Yes. Backstep is great. This is great. So 100 coin, that's good for later. So he plays this guy and we get it for free. We should trade because of Maelstrom, of course. And we go dagger up into 2, and turn 3 is already maybe double coin this, but we can also get other stuff. I would of course play other stuff first if possible. So for example, teacher is definitely better, but we never double coin it out, that's clear, right? We can now use the dagger to clear this off, which is perfect use, and then we can just coin out into teacher and to coin out into drake. And here you also see this coin first, of course, and here you also see how these things align perfectly. That's really great, and this is also very good for us. We draw an auctioneer. Now this is now it becomes much more difficult, because from the turns he took, we might even think it's kind of mid-range hybrid shaman, because he didn't act too much or too many turns. We also break our weapon here, but Jade Lighting also overkills the teacher, so it doesn't matter too much, I feel, and we can still get coins later. We could also opt in to just dagger up, so this is something which always happens. And then we can really choose whether we want to coin out the teacher or whether we want to dagger up. If you dagger up, we can play teacher into backstep. If you place the 7-7, we are in extremely bad shape though. So maybe we would not like to do that. So maybe we should just coin out the teacher, which is also the standard play, right? Because we just use the coin, and for that we can basically stabilize for 4 mana on the board. But we also give him a reactive Jade Lightning potential. So I'm not exactly sure whether that's so good. Again, the alternative is daggering up, so it's very, very close. We also would have preserved our coin, but then again we can also just draw something, right? Something we would like to play instead of the dragon, I mean. Because now it's basically the same stuff again. This auctioneer, guys. Oh man. If he would have just daggered up. I mean, he plays the 7-7, we are in really bad shape. Are we? Yeah, we probably are. Yeah, we are in really bad shape. And if you play the teacher, it's still alright, because then we can just backstep, eviscerate, dagger up. I mean, there is no 7-7 probably, but sometimes they play that. Again, if this happens, he also overkills the teacher, so it's not devastatingly bad or something. But now we definitely have to coin into this, right? There is nothing. Should we even backstep? I don't think so, because we have backstep for the auctioneer. We should probably not backstep that. So we draw. So we can choose Eviscerate or Blood Mage. Blood Mage backstep. I think Blood Mage backstep is better. Then he probably storms us. But on the other hand, this also becomes stronger, right? So probably just do this. It's also a good backstep card, it's not too bad. We might want to dagger up again, so we should probably hit face. We don't want to trade because otherwise he can... We draw another card, hopefully that's a pillager. Lightning Storm. Okay. I mean, the teacher argument applies, but the teacher argument only applies. The teacher argument only applies if he if he blank out on every turn. If you blank out on every turn, it's obviously better. It's obviously better to keep the teacher not playing. Yeah, it's only if you blank out on every turn. Otherwise, we can always opt in to do something else turn for them. he trades the 2 for in, that's good for us. We always played the dragon first and then we played the auctioneer. The auctioneer, coin, abyss. But it's always dragon first. This gives a 5/5, we could zap it. We don't really, I mean, we don't really make it better by zapping it. Oh man. If we zap it, we basically zap a 5/3, which is... I wonder what other zap targets he has though. This just creates a bigger... At this moment you just have to hope that he kind of blanks out and you can outvalue him. I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen, but we have to give it a try, of course. This is one of the games where you can probably not do much. There was one decision only in this game. And we will be able to talk about it. We do have double fan of knives, but it's not doing anything. I think we have to go with the auctioneer. We just have to pray a little bit. Our prayers weren't heard. I mean, maybe they will, I don't know. We can zap these golems usually. It's usually they are the best targets to be zapped, but there will be maybe stronger ones. So maybe we would like to do this, then he might attack, and yeah, it's very bad. It's very, very bad. We need a prep, right? We need a prep, so I do this first, and then we just need to draw a prep. It's important. I mean, sure, but yeah. So what did I zap? I zapped this useless, and now we hope that he doesn't have the 6th jade. I mean, there are also only a finite amount of jade stuff, right? So he already got Aya, claws, and there's only a finite amount of jade stuff going on. So I actually like the turn how we played it very much, but let's see what happens. Sure. Sure. Sometimes I really wonder how you get the idea to design those nice cards. Let's just do the more random the better. We might even get elemental destruction from this. So good. Other than that, we can double. It's just not cutting it. We need something from this. Elemental destruction. It might be alright. I mean, alright is a big word. We got the stupid. It's unbelievable. The Brotherhood shall prevail. So we are good. Kind of. We will never attack any kind of minion, so we go face. This is 8-8, 14-18. You win. It's 8 win. We might have really won if this would have not been this. This is a Jade Golem. So we might have really won if this would have not been this. I'm not kidding here. This is a blank. So he can now have something with this or this. And if he doesn't, he needs to send all this. But this would have never happened, so you get the point. Yeah. Now I can send all 3 in. If he doesn't, we win. If he doesn't send all 3 in, we win. Then we just hit, and we win. He will send all 3 in. He is not stupid. And what do we do? If we didn't this, we just win. So this on one spell is probably absolute nonsense. Specifically because we are already so deep in the deck. So we can dagger up. Okay, so if this happens, we cannot kill any of those. This is too much damage, we can never take that. So the obvious thing is just daggering up this and trading this in. Onto the spell damage, of course.
This guy's toast. Who knows what secrets will uncover?
So he doesn't have much. So if we go with this into this, then he has 5 damage. So we could do this, but then we are really relying on stuff. We could go Auctioneer. What is this? It's 8 damage. He doesn't even have lethal. So maybe just go Auctioneer prep. Or we go Leroy. Leroy, attack this and clean one of those and Pillager. What about that? He needs to top deck. Ah, we don't have cards. What is left? What is left? Eviscerate. There's one Eviscerate left. No Cold Bloods. Oh, I don't get it. One SI7 agent is left. We don't have time, right? As I left, so we do this. How do we play this?
Thank you.
So we have one SI left. And no matter what this is, if this is this, it doesn't matter. Two cards. One is SI, one is this. So it's SI cutting it. It's cutting it, yes! We played it perfect. Oh yes.
This guy's toast.
Eviscerate would have also been enough to do this.